Formulating a research problem is essential in conducting a research study. It is included in making your research manuscript. And one of the parts of your research paper is chapter 1, which is consisting of 6 parts. And one of these parts is the background of the study. And that is our topic for today's lesson vlog. Hello my dear students! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, Teacher Tin, your research teacher for today's vlog. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for more updates in Research 2. For today's lesson vlog, we're going to discuss how to make the background of the study. Just like what I've said, chapter 1 of your research paper consists of 6 parts, and one of these parts is the background of the study. This is part of your introduction. Although your study results shape the foreground of your analysis, it is equally important to set the backdrop to your study. And of course, a well-written history will provide a backdrop of your analysis and will inspire the readers to read the rest of your article. Ano nga ba yung background of the study? Paano ba ito ginagawa? So we know that the background of the study sets out the context of your research. This section explains why this specific subject of research is important and necessary for understanding the key aspects of your analysis. Medyo mahirap naman talaga ang gumawa ng research paper. Hindi pala medyo, talagang mahirap. Pero kung aalamin natin kung paano ba talaga ang proper way on writing your research paper, so magiging madali na ito para sa inyo. And andito tayo para i-discuss at kung paano ba talaga gawin at isulat ang mga bagay na ito. Especially, sisimulan nga natin siya sa background of the study, which is the very first part of your research paper, which is your chapter 1. When we heard the word background of the study, di ba para na siyang background study? Ibig sabihin, ano ba ang meron dito? Ano ba yung tungkol sa kanya? So, kailangan yung tandaan na ano ba yung mga sinusulat sa background of the study? Andyan yung current issues are discussed. Okay? Why did you conduct your study? And it is also just like the rationale, or it will serve as the existing problem in your community. So, dapat sa background of the study, makikita natin dyan na dinidiscuss nyo yung current issue. Bakit ba yan yung napili yung title? Bakit yan yung napili yung study? What is written in your background of the study? It will provide context to the information discussed throughout the research paper. Second, the background information may include both important and relevant studies. Number 3, kailangan yung tandaan na sa background of the study, it links the introduction to your research topic and ensures a logical flows of ideas. And number 4, sa background of the study, it helps the readers to understand your reasons for conducting the study. Kaya nga dapat pag binasa yan ng reader, mauunawaan agad nila kung bakit ka nag-come up sa study na yan. Okay. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin, ano-ano naman yung parts ng background of the study. So, how to write the parts or how to write the background of the study. Alam na natin kung ano yung purpose ng background of the study. Ngayon, pag-usapan natin, let us know the 5 major content of background of the study. Okay, so kaya meron tayong 5 component or 5 major content ng background of the study. Ibig sabihin, mas maganda na yung background of the study nyo, binubuo siya ng 5 paragraphs. Okay, so first paragraph, ano yung makikita natin dyan? So, nakikita nyo itong triangle, inverted triangle. So, paano nyo i-describe yung inverted triangle? Okay, di ba para siyang nag-start muna sa malaki, tapos paliit ng paliit. That's the inverted triangle. So, ibig sabihin sa background of the study, okay, it includes a presentation of the concept or ideas viewed in wider perspective. Paano wider perspective? Ibig sabihin, it will start with the general. Okay, mag-start tayo sa pinaka-malawak habang bumababa, nagiging specific na tayo. So, pag sinabi nating deductive, ibig sabihin, it should be from wider perspective to the specific one. So, kailangan mo nang i-discuss natin yung general hanggang mapapunta na tayo sa kung ano ba yung tinutumbok nito. Okay, kaya siya sinabi na inverted triangle. And of course, meron kayong kailangan yung tandaan dyan na andyan yung broader, malawak nga, and then meron tayong transition sentence, and then the specific. Okay? So, again, wider perspective, the broader one, and then, yung gitna ng first paragraph, andyan yung transition sentence. Kumbaga, yun yung palaman, parang bridge doon sa broader hanggang pupunta ng specific topic. So, let's say, for example, ang topic nyo ay tungkol sa paggawa ng isang robot. Okay, robot na, let's say, for example, gagawa kayo ng isang machine na sa halip na manual yung paggamit, naging robot na. So, ano ba yung robot? Ano ba yung general term for robot? Diba, it's technology. So, dapat sa background of the study nyo, sa first paragraph, madidiscuss nyo muna yung tungkol sa technology. Okay? Technology, that's the broader topic. Technology. And then, sa gitna, andun yung ating transition sentence which will connect technology to your specific topic, which is the robot. Okay, so andun yung topic nyo tungkol sa technology, nag-transition, and then i-discuss nyo yun tungkol sa robot. Okay, I will give you example for that.
Okay, let us have this example. Utilization of Mabolo, Jospirus blancoi, as an alternative source of ethanol. Okay. So, ang ginamit dyan is Mabolo para gawing ethanol. So, tingnan natin yung background of the study nila. So, this is the Mabolo. Kung mapapansin nyo, ayan, ito yung trees ng Mabolo at ito yung prutas. So, ito yung gagawin nilang ethanol. So, Chapter 1, Background of the Study. The inevitable rise of the demand for the foreign petroleum products leads to the dependency to it, the biggest contributor to the world community's economic depression. Although certain bills have been passed in the Senate to lower the crude oil's price inflation rate, very few are still able to pay to delay the consequences the market has in store for the global community. One of the petroleum products that can be utilized to generate energy is the ethanol. Santos et al. 2014. So remember that when you are writing something in your background of the study, do not forget to write the references. So just like this one, meaning to say, okay, the information that the researcher wrote in this part came from Santos and the rest of the authors. Now, take a look at the highlighted words. So we have petroleum products. We also have the ethanol. Diba kanina ang sabi natin, it's inverted pyramid. Nag-start tayo with the wider perspective and then papunta tayong specific. Ang topic nila is all about ethanol. Ano ba ang wider perspective ng ethanol? Diba ito ay part ng petroleum products? And of course, syempre alam natin ng ethanol is an alcohol. And of course, bakit ba nila ginawang ethanol? Kasi ang target nila is para dun sa mga fuel, sa mga petroleum. So, ang general topic nila is papatak yung ethanol sa petroleum products. So, in the very first topic, in the very first sentence ng background of the study ng researcher, okay, diniscuss nila yung tungkol sa petroleum products. And then, after discussing the general perspective, which is the petroleum product, nag-undergo naman sila dun sa pangalo, which is the ethanol. Okay. And then, this one, okay, ito yung naging, naging para ang transition sentence nila. Bago tayo pumunta sa pinaka, specific topic, meron tayong transition sentence. Okay, now, another example, the utilization of Chinese moso bamboo shoots as an apoptosis inducer against metastatic cancer cells. Alam natin na pag sinabing metastatic cancer cells, ito yung, di ba meron tayong dalawang uri ng cancer cells? One is the benign and the other one is the metastatic cancer cells, which is kahit tanggalin natin yung cancer cells na yun, pwede pa siyang mag-reproduce yung cancer cells. And ang nakita isa nilang pwedeng gamitin is the utilization of Chinese moso bamboo shoots. Okay. Now, ito yung itsura ng Chinese bamboo mo. Okay. And then, ito yung ginawa nilang background of the study. Okay. Again, ano yung kanilang main topic? It's the cancer. Paano mo ba i-categorize ang cancer? Cancer is categorized as human disease. So, sa first sentence ng background of the study, sa first paragraph, diniscuss ng researcher yung tungkol sa human disease. Human disease is a particular abnormal pathological condition that affects part or all of an organism. And then, okay, after human disease, andyan yung kanilang, ito yung ginamit nilang transition sentence, which is, factors originally from external source such as infectious disease can be the cause or internal dysfunction such as autoimmune disease. And then after that, like cancer. And then sa kanila diniscuss yung cancer. Yun yung sinasabi natin sa inverted triangle, which is diniscuss muna ang general. Okay, general muna tayo. And then, nag-undergo tayo sa specific. So, dapat sa inyong title, hahanapin nyo na agad. Ano ba yung specific topic nyo? Cancer. So, ano ang general topic ng cancer? It's the human disease. Kagaya ng example natin kanina, robot. Ano ba ang general term sa robot? And it is technology. So, kailangan discuss mo muna yung technology bago tayo pumunta dito sa robot. Okay, that is for the background, for the first paragraph of the background of the study. Again, this section includes the presentation concepts or ideas viewed in a wider perspective.
Now, let's proceed to the second paragraph of your background of the study. Ano naman ang pwede nyong ilagay sa second paragraph? So, next paragraph, you have to give the historical background of the study. Okay, historical background. Tungkol saan? Ano namang klaseng historical background? Tungkol saan? So, pwede mong i-discuss dyan yung historical background ng independent and dependent variable nyo. Especially kung tungkol sa cancer or tungkol sa robot, kailangan nyo bigyan ng history yung readers ninyo. Ano ba ang nangyayari sa technology before and after? Before and now. Okay, so sa second paragraph, dapat makikita natin dyan yung past and present history. And of course, hindi mo naman pwedeng imbentohin yan. Kaya kinakailangan natin ng RRL for the citation. What do you mean by RRL? It's the review of related literature. So, kailangan natin magbasa ng information from other resources. And of course, syempre, wag nyo namang kukopyahin lang. So, we have to paraphrase it and give credits to the rightful owner. Okay? So, that is for the second paragraph. So, I'll give you example for that.
Okay, once again, for the utilization of mabolo as an alternative source of ethanol. So this is their second paragraph of their background of the study. Years ago, speculations involving the demand for crude oil becomes higher and its price soaring as well motivated certain countries, example Brazil, USA, and other parts of Latin America, on taking action concerning shielding their country against the global economy's infectious plight. In relation to this, the carbon footprint past generations left the humankind reach its peak within just 100 years, surpassing records way beyond the human race timetable. At present, ethanol and other related fuel alternatives have the potential to lessen the adverse effects of carbon dioxide emissions on the global climate. Coming from McPernell and Wright 2011. And look at the words that are being used in this paragraph. Years ago, it means the past history. We have the past generations, which also includes the past history about petroleum products. And we also have the at present, which stands for the present history of the fuel. Now, another example for the utilization of Chinese moso bamboo shoots as an apoptosis inducer against metastatic cancer cells. In the previous years, researchers discovered the oldest complete example of a human with metastatic cancer. The tumors had developed in 3,000-year-old skeleton in a tomb in Sudan. Scientists developed greater understanding of the human body through scientific method which later was used to study disease during the past centuries. Autopsies relate the patient's illness to pathologic findings after death. This laid the foundation for scientific oncology, the study of cancer. In the modern times, there are millions of new cancer cases that are reported worldwide. Look at the words used by the researchers in the previous years. 3,000-year-old, meaning to say this is the past event. Okay, past event, past history. During the past centuries, again, this is all about the past history. And for the last, in the modern times, so we are referring to the present history about cancer or about the discovery used to kill or to cure cancer. Okay, that is for the second paragraph of your background of the study.
Now, let's proceed with the third paragraph of your background of the study. Ano naman ang ilalagay? Tapos na tayo sa first part. And then, andito na tayo second part, yung history. Ano ang third? Okay, sa third part ng background of the study, kailangan nyo namang i-discuss dyan yung two variables that you use in your study. Okay, ano yung variable naman? Okay, alam ko na-discuss na natin ang tungkol sa variable. So, let's say, for example, ang ating title is Ethanol out of Aratilis. So, there are two variables there, the ethanol and the Aratilis. So, kailangan natin i-discuss ano ba yung tungkol sa Aratilis at ano naman yung tungkol sa ethanol. Of course, we have to write the transition sentence between the two variables. Hindi pwedeng i-discuss mo agad yung ethanol at hindi mo pwedeng i-discuss na lang basta si Aratilis. So, kailangan may palaman siya. Kumbaga, okay, variable 1, transition sentence, and then variable 2. Parang sa dito sa ating third paragraph, para tayo kumakain ng burger. Di ba may bun, tapos may palaman sa gitna, may bun ulit sa ilalim. So, ganun yung mangyayari sa third paragraph. Variable, transition sentence, and another variable. The question is, ano po ang unang i-discuss namin? It's the independent variable or the dependent variable. I'll give you another example for that.
Same research study, so let us have utilization of mabolo as an alternative source of ethanol. So what are the two variables in this title? Okay, so obviously we have mabolo and we also have the ethanol. So dapat ma-discuss natin yung tungkol kay mabolo at tungkol din naman kay ethanol. So look at this. Ethanol is produced from biomass mostly via a fermentation process using glucose derived from sugars, the sugarcane, sugar beet, or molasses, starch, or it can be corn, wheat, grains, or cellulose, forest products as raw materials. In this form, it is renewable. So that is from Biofuels of Australia 2006. Sugars are always present among fruits like mabolo. So, this is our transition sentence. So, kumbaga, ito yung palaman natin sa burger. Sugars are always present among fruits like mabolo. Kumbaga, para ito yung pinaka-bridge para makapunta tayo kay mabolo. Kung mapapansin nyo, sabi dito, ang ethanol, diba, ay meron daw dapat dyang glucose na ferment or na nakakapag-produce tayo ng ethanol kung ang isang bagay ay may glucose. And pag sinabi natin glucose, it means sugar. Kaya, so ang naging transition nila dito, sinabi nila na there are sugar in mabolo. Kaya sabi nila, sugars are always present among fruits like mabolo. And then after mabanggit nila yung mabolo, diniscuss na nila yung tungkol sa mabolo, which is another variable in your research study. Okay, the question is, sino ang uunahin natin? Is it the independent variable or the dependent variable? So dito, alin ba ang independent at alin ba ang dependent? So ang ating independent, it's the mabolo, and our dependent is the ethanol. So meaning to say, we will discuss first the dependent variable. Okay? And then, ayan, diniscuss na nila yung tungkol kay mabolo. So, let's say another example. Doon naman tayo sa Chinese bamboo shoots. So, look at this. Okay? Ano ba yung kanilang variable dito? Ayan, we have the bamboo shoots and the cancer cells. Kasi yung bamboo shoots, ito daw yung ipang-cure natin sa cancer cells. So, ang ginawa nila is the metastatic cancer. Okay? And also the bamboo shoots. Okay, so again, this section gives a brief review of information about the variables. So this one, on the other hand, metastatic cancer, is a cancer that can spread from part of the body where it started or primary site or to the other parts of the body. When cancer cells break away from tumor, it can travel to other areas of the body through the bloodstream or the lymph system. Metastatic cancer has the same name and the same type of cancer cells as the original or primary cancer. For example, a metastatic tumor is metastatic breast cancer. Okay, ayan. So this one, ito namang sentence na to, yan naman yung nag-serve as their transition sentence. Modern research shows that bamboo shoots have medicinal benefits, from cancer prevention and weight loss to improve appetite and digestion. And from that, yan, pwede na tayong magpasok ng tungkol sa bamboo shoots. Okay, bamboo shoots do not contain toxic substance and it is a good source of fiber that keeps cholesterol levels in check and plays a role in preventing cancer. The main nutrients of bamboo in bamboo shoots include protein containing between 1.49 grams and 4.04 grams per 100 grams of fresh bamboo shoots. Okay, so huwag kakalimutan ng citation. We have Lewell to 2015.
Now, how about the fourth paragraph? Ayan, malapit na tayong matapos. Sa fourth paragraph naman, ano ba yung kailangan yung ilagay dyan? Ano pa yung kailangan yung idagdag? So, kung titingnan nyo, parang nailagay nyo na lahat, no? Pero meron pa. In the fourth paragraph, it talks about their existing problem, why you conduct your study. So, dito, i-discuss nyo naman kung bakit ba, ano ba talaga yung main problem, bakit kayo nag-come up sa study nyo na yan? Bakit kayo nag-create ng petroleum product, bakit kayo nag-ethanol, bakit kayo gumamit ng bamboo shoots as para mag-cure ng cancer cells, ganyan. So again, for the fourth paragraph, it sets the source of the existing problem of your study. Again, ang i-discuss natin sa fourth paragraph, ano yung pinaka-problema at bakit kayo nag-come up sa study na yan. Example.
Okay, what is the main reason why this researcher come up with a study about mabolo as an alternative source of ethanol? So, ito yung fourth paragraph nila. Now that the demand on petroleum products is high, the supply becomes less and prices soar. Several countries took action long before the speculations became threats. By relying on their most abundant crop, corn, the Philippines, however, is succumbed by the crude's constantly rising price. So look at the highlighted words. Petroleum products is high. The supply becomes less. That's the main problem. Yan yung dahilan kung bakit yung researcher nag-come up sila ng alternative source for ethanol, which is another form of alcohol and can be used as petroleum product. Okay, speculations became threats. Succumbed by the crude's constantly rising price. So yung pinaka-problema nila is tumataas yung presyo ng mga diesel and crude oil. So, kaya sila nag-come up with this study about mabolo as an alternative source of ethanol. Doon naman kanina sa Chinese Moso bamboo shoots, bakit naman sila ito yung kanilang study? So, let us look at their fourth paragraph. American Cancer Society 2016, World Health Organization 2016, Peel 2014, and Ma and Yu 2006 emphasized that cancer is a major burden of disease worldwide. Each year, tens of millions of people are diagnosed with cancer around the world, and more than half of the patients eventually die from it. In many countries, cancer ranks the second most common cause of death following cardiovascular diseases. With significant improvement in treatment and prevention of cardiovascular diseases, cancer has or will soon become the number one killer in many parts of the world. As elderly people are most susceptible to cancer and population aging continues in many countries, cancer will remain a major health problem around the globe. So look at the highlighted words. 10 millions of people are diagnosed with cancer. That's a main problem. Kasi ang dami palang tao ang nagkakaroon ng cancer. And half of the patients eventually die from it. Cancer ranks the second most common cause of disease or cause of death. Cancer has or will become soon the number one killer. So that's the reason why the researcher come up with this study, because that's the main problem. Na ang dami nang namomroblema sa cancer at wala pa nakakahanap ng pwedeng solution sa cancer. At pwede itong isa sa makatulong sa solution kung paano ba mapapababa or makikil itong or makukure itong cancer cells. So that is for the fourth paragraph. We are discussing the existing problem.
And lastly, for our fifth paragraph of our background of the study, the last part. Okay, so in this part, as a researcher, so sa last part, you have to express your intent and willingness to conduct the study. So, no need for citation. Hindi na kailangang mag-cite or hindi na kailangang kumuha na pa ng references dito kasi it will be coming from your own words. Okay? Dapat sarili nyong construction ito ng sentence sa fifth paragraph. Kailangan lang makita dyan gaano ba kayo ka-eager na ipagpatuloy yung study nito. Again, fifth paragraph, it expresses the researcher's intent and willingness to conduct the study. So, I'll give you example for that.
Okay, for the last paragraph of the research study about Mabola as an alternative source of ethanol, this is their last paragraph of their background of the study. That is why the researchers thought of a source which is naturally present in the environment. This gave the researchers motivation and ideas of converting the fructose present in Mabolo into ethanol. Moreover, the researchers thought of a source. Okay, hindi ko na nadugtungan. Okay, so this is the fifth paragraph. So we are talking about the intent and willingness of the researcher to conduct the study. So dito naman sa Chinese Moso bamboo shoots, so ito naman yung kanilang fifth paragraph. Based from the existing problem with regards to cancer, it only indicates that there is a need to research or to search for an alternative medicine that has the potential to program apoptosis among cancer cells. The researcher's goal is to have an accurate and precise cure against metastatic cancer cells by means of natural medicines. The researchers set out to evaluate the effectiveness of the study. Consequently, metastasis still remains an open issue with only few metastasis-inducing proteins experimentally validated so far. So this is an example of background of the study. Again, it talks about the intent and willingness of the researcher to continue and conduct the study.
Okay, that's the end. So again, ulitin natin sa first paragraph. It includes the presentation of concepts or ideas viewed in wider perspective. Okay, so again, from general to specific. And then, of course, second paragraph, it talks about the historical background of your study. Third paragraph, kailangan andoon yung ating variable. I-discuss natin yung two variables. And of course, the fourth paragraph, it talks about the existing problem of your study. And for the last paragraph, it talks about and expresses your intent and willingness to conduct your study. This is the end of our lesson vlog for background of the study. In our next lesson vlog, i-discuss naman natin yung second part ng chapter 1, which is how to write statement of the problem. Ano pag-uusapan naman natin yan. So I hope you learned something from this vlog, especially to those students under the STE or the Science, Technology, and Engineering program na nahihirapan sa pagkakonduct or sa paggagawa ng research paper. Mahirap naman talagang maggawa ng research paper. But I know, kaya niyan. So, this is the reason why I am also making this kind of vlog para matulungan yung mga estudyante na lalong-lalo na naka-modular lang. So, at least may idea kayo kung paano kayo magsusulat ng inyong study. Kayang-kaya niyo yan. Good luck and God bless. Once again, this is me, Teacher Tin, your research teacher for today. Please, if you are new to this channel at nagustuhan mo to, kindly like and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for more updates in Research 2. Bye!